Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Are you tired of dealing with joint pain and inflammation? Do you feel like you've tried everything, but nothing seems to provide lasting relief? What if I told you the solution might be simpler than you think? The foods we eat play a crucial role in either promoting or reducing inflammation in our bodies. Certain foods have been scientifically proven to contribute to joint pain and stiffness. In this video, we'll explore 14 specific foods that have been scientifically proven to contribute to joint inflammation. Before we start, I want to emphasize that while these foods have been linked to inflammation, everyone's body is unique, and individual responses may vary. It's always best to consult with your healthcare provider for personalized advice. Let's dive in. 1. Refined sugars. Refined sugars, such as high fructose corn syrup and table sugar, are major culprits in causing joint inflammation. These sugars trigger the release of inflammatory messengers called cytokines, which can lead to joint pain and swelling. Studies have shown that a diet high in refined sugars can increase the production of advanced glycation end products, which are known to stimulate inflammation and contribute to the development of chronic diseases like arthritis. To minimize the impact of refined sugars on your joints, it's essential to read food labels carefully and limit your intake of processed foods and beverages. Instead, opt for natural sweeteners like stevia or raw honey in moderation, or choose fresh fruits like berries, which are rich in antioxidants and have natural sweetness. 2. Trans fats. Trans fats, also known as partially hydrogenated oils, are commonly found in fried foods, processed snacks, and baked goods. These unhealthy fats can trigger systemic inflammation, affecting joint health. Trans fats raise levels of bad cholesterol and lower levels of good cholesterol, contributing to inflammation and increasing the risk of chronic diseases. Studies have shown that consuming trans fats can increase the production of inflammatory cytokines associated with joint pain and stiffness. To minimize joint inflammation, avoid foods containing trans fats and read labels carefully. Look for words like partially hydrogenated or hydrogenated on ingredient lists, as these indicate the presence of trans fats. Instead, choose healthy fats like avocados, nuts, and seeds, which have anti-inflammatory properties and provide essential nutrients for joint health. 3. Refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates, such as white bread, pastries, and pasta made from white flour, can contribute to joint inflammation. These foods have a high glycemic index, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This triggers the production of advanced glycation end products, stimulating inflammation. Ages are formed when sugars react with proteins or fats in the body, and they can accumulate in tissues, leading to oxidative stress and inflammation. Studies have shown that a diet high in refined carbohydrates can increase the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis and other inflammatory joint conditions. Choose whole grain alternatives rich in fiber and nutrients to reduce the impact on your joints. Whole grain bread, quinoa, and brown rice have a lower glycemic index and more fiber, which can help stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce inflammation. 4. Processed meats. Processed meats, including hot dogs, bacon, and sausages, are high in saturated fats and nitrates. These compounds can trigger the release of inflammatory compounds in the body, leading to joint pain and swelling. Additionally, processed meats often contain advanced glycation end products, further contributing to inflammation. Ages are formed during the cooking and processing these meats, and they can accumulate in the body over time, leading to oxidative stress and inflammation. Studies have shown that a diet high in processed meats can increase the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis and other inflammatory joint conditions. To minimize the impact on your joints, limit your intake of processed meats and choose lean protein sources instead. Lean proteins like grilled chicken, fish, or tofu are lower in saturated fats and don't contain added nitrates, making them healthier for joint health. 5. Alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can lead to joint inflammation and worsen existing joint pain. Alcohol dehydrates the body, which can cause inflammation in the joints and surrounding tissues. Moreover, alcohol can interact with certain medications commonly used to manage joint pain, such as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Studies have shown that chronic alcohol consumption can increase the production of inflammatory cytokines, which are associated with joint pain and stiffness. Further, alcohol can interfere with the absorption of essential nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, crucial for maintaining strong bones and healthy joints. If you choose to drink alcohol, do so in moderation and stay well hydrated to minimize its inflammatory effects. Alternative beverages like herbal teas, water infused with fruits, or low-sugar vegetable juices provide hydration without the inflammatory effects of alcohol. 6. Nightshade Vegetables. Nightshade vegetables, including tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and potatoes, contain solanine, a compound that can trigger joint inflammation in some individuals. While not everyone is sensitive to solanine, those with arthritis or existing joint issues may find that consuming nightshades exacerbates their symptoms. Solanine is a glycoalkaloid that can cause irritation in the digestive tract and contribute to inflammation in the body. Some studies suggest that solanine may also interfere with the body's ability to break down and eliminate inflammatory compounds, leading to an increased risk of joint pain and stiffness. If you suspect nightshades contribute to your joint inflammation, try eliminating them from your diet for a few weeks and monitor any changes in your symptoms. Alternative non-nightshade vegetables like leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, and root vegetables are nutrient-dense and less likely to cause inflammation. 7. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose have been linked to joint inflammation. These sweeteners can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, leading to increased inflammatory compounds. Additionally, some studies suggest that artificial sweeteners may stimulate the release of insulin, which can contribute to inflammation. Artificial sweeteners have been shown to alter the composition of gut microbiota, favoring the growth of bacteria that produce inflammatory compounds. This disruption in gut health can have a systemic effect on the body, including the joints. Moreover, some artificial sweeteners like aspartame have been linked to an increased production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which can exacerbate joint pain and stiffness. Choose natural sweeteners or unsweetened beverages and foods to minimize the impact on your joints. Natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit extract have a lower impact on blood sugar levels and gut health. 8. Omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 fatty acids are essential for overall health, excess consumption can contribute to joint inflammation. These fatty acids are found in vegetable oils, such as soybean, corn, sunflower oil, and processed foods. When consumed in disproportionate amounts compared to omega-3 fatty acids, omega-6s can promote inflammation. Omega-6 fatty acids are precursors to pro-inflammatory compounds called eicosanoids, which can contribute to joint pain and swelling. Studies have shown that a diet high in omega-6 fatty acids and low in omega-3 SS can increase the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis and other inflammatory joint conditions. To maintain a healthy balance, reduce your consumption of processed foods and incorporate more omega-3 rich sources into your diet. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fatty fish, salmon, sardines, chia seeds, and flax seeds, have anti-inflammatory properties and can help counteract the effects of excessive omega-6 intake. 9. Gluten. Gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, can trigger joint inflammation in individuals with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. Gluten can cause an immune response that leads to inflammation throughout the body, including the joints. In people with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease, the immune system mistakenly identifies gluten as a harmful substance and mounts an inflammatory response. This chronic inflammation can lead to joint pain, stiffness, and damage over time. Studies have shown that individuals with celiac disease are at a higher risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune disorders that affect the joints. If you suspect gluten contributes to your joint pain, try eliminating it from your diet for several weeks and observe any changes in your symptoms. Many gluten-free alternatives, such as quinoa, rice, and gluten-free oats, are now widely available and provide similar nutrients without the inflammatory effects of gluten. 10. Dairy products. For some individuals, dairy products can contribute to joint inflammation. Dairy contains casein, a protein that can be difficult for some people to digest, leading to an inflammatory response. Besides, dairy products can be high in saturated fats, promoting inflammation. When casein is not properly digested, it can trigger an immune response that produces pro-inflammatory compounds. This immune response can cause inflammation in the gut, which can then spread to other parts of the body, including the joints. Moreover, some studies suggest that certain dairy products, particularly those high in saturated fats, can increase the production of inflammatory cytokines. If you suspect dairy exacerbates your joint pain, try reducing your intake or opting for plant-based alternatives. Plant-based alternatives like almond, coconut, or oat milk are often fortified with calcium and other essential nutrients, making them a good choice for reducing dairy intake. 11. Artificial additives. Artificial additives, such as monosodium glutamate, MSG, and artificial colors, can contribute to joint inflammation. These additives are commonly found in processed foods, fast foods, and restaurant dishes. MSG, in particular, has been shown to activate inflammatory pathways in the body, leading to joint pain and swelling. MSG is a flavor enhancer that can stimulate the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. These cytokines are associated with joint inflammation and can contribute to developing chronic joint conditions. Similarly, artificial colors and preservatives have been linked to an increased risk of inflammation in the body. Some studies suggest that these additives can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, leading to increased inflammatory compounds that can affect joint health. To minimize the impact on your joints, read food labels carefully and opt for whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Natural herbs and spices like turmeric, ginger, and garlic can flavor dishes while offering anti-inflammatory benefits. 12. Refined salt. Consuming excessive amounts of refined salt can contribute to joint inflammation. High sodium intake can cause the body to retain water, leading to swelling and increased joint pressure. Some studies suggest that a high-salt diet may stimulate the production of inflammatory compounds in the body. Moreover, a high-salt diet has been linked to an increased risk of developing autoimmune disorders like rheumatoid arthritis, which can cause significant joint pain and damage. To minimize the impact on your joints, use salt sparingly and opt for natural low-sodium seasonings. Herbs and spices like basil, oregano, and cumin can add flavor to dishes without excessive salt. 13. Caffeine. While moderate caffeine intake is safe, excessive consumption can contribute to joint inflammation. Caffeine is a stimulant that can interfere with the body's natural inflammatory response and disrupt sleep, essential for joint health. Studies have shown that high caffeine intake can increase the production of stress hormones like cortisol, which can promote inflammation in the body. Also, caffeine can interfere with the absorption of essential nutrients like calcium and magnesium, which are crucial for maintaining strong bones and healthy joints. If you find that caffeine exacerbates your joint pain, try reducing your intake or opting for decaffeinated alternatives. Herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or turmeric tea are anti-inflammatory and can help promote relaxation. 14. Processed vegetable oils. Processed vegetable oils, such as soybean, corn, and sunflower oil, are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can contribute to joint inflammation when consumed in excess. These oils are commonly used in processed foods, fast foods, and restaurant cooking. Processed vegetable oils are often extracted using high heat and chemical solvents, which can lead to the formation of harmful compounds that contribute to inflammation. Studies have shown that a diet high in processed vegetable oils can increase the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis and other inflammatory joint conditions. To minimize the impact on your joints, choose oils with a more balanced omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, such as olive or avocado oil, and limit your intake of processed foods. Cold-pressed, extra virgin olive or coconut oil is less processed and has a more favorable fatty acid profile for joint health. In conclusion, our foods can significantly impact joint inflammation and overall joint health. By being mindful of the 14 foods discussed in this video and opting for healthier alternatives, you can help reduce inflammation and promote better joint function. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.